freshly zammed sheet of ice here. They zam halfway through the game. They called a penalty right as the break started on Damrell for a pretty soft cross-check. So Team Alaska will go on its 4th penalty kill. For those keeping track at home, that's 4 penalties to 0. We're not going to complain about that, though, because our penalty kill unit's been doing fantastic. We've actually got a shorthanded goal. But can't count on that every time, so here we go. 7:13 left in the second period as we resume play. Carlson and Berg are out there on the penalty kill unit. Berg gets it up to Carlson. Carlson tried to get it back over to Berg. A lot of traffic up in front. Here's Carlson with a shot. That got through, but saved by the goalie. Carlson again with it. Sends it into the corner. Berg now ties up. But Colorado gets it out. Good hit by, they're going to call another penalty on Atchison for a trip. Boy, they're calling some soft stuff out there. Not quite sure what's going on, but anyway, we'll go down to a 3-on-5 now. Did they call him misconduct? They may have called him misconduct. Hold on. A timeout by Colorado here. Yeah, they're going to send another player to the box. So it looks like Atchison's going to be out for 10 minutes on a misconduct. Not sure what happened there or why that was the call, but TA will be on a 3-on-5 here for 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's 6:32 left in the second period. Going to have some good bounces here to get out of this one without a goal. But the penalty kill unit's been doing a good job up to this point. So McGlasson and Chase is out there with Scott on the 5-on-3 penalty kill. Chase wins it. Scott sends it around the boards. Shot, saved by the goal. Colorado still with it. They send it around the perimeter. There's another shot saved by Anderson. McGlasson has it. He gets it off the boards and out. 55 seconds left in the 5-on-3. That's going to be an icing call. We'll bring it back down. 52 seconds left in the 5-on-3. And then Damrell will be able to come back out on the ice. McGlasson, Chase, and Scott still out there. 6:04 left in the second period. Colorado wins it. They get it set up. Setting around the perimeter. There's a shot. Puck's still loose. Good job by Anderson to keep that one out. 36 seconds left in the first penalty. Colorado continues to mess with it around the perimeter. There's a shot. It goes wide. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill. First penalty. Colorado still just sending it around the perimeter. 10 seconds left. Damrell getting ready to come out of the box with 5 seconds left. Muffed shot by Colorado. Scott sends it around the boards, and here comes Damrell. So we're now on a 5-on-4, still on the penalty kill for 37 seconds. That shot's off the post. 30 seconds left in the 4-on-5. Colorado brings it in. Good stick. Shot wide. 25 seconds left in the penalty kill. Damrell, good job with some pressure there. Uh-oh, they got one on nobody. Anderson, great job. Another great save by Anderson there. 12 seconds left in the penalty kill. Scott back behind the net. Damrell now guarding him. Good job by Damrell to tie him up for a little bit. And here comes Waldrop out. So Team Alaska successfully kills off 2 penalties there, a 3-on-5. Atchison's still going to have to spend some time. Team Alaska gets it out. We'll get some fresh skaters on the ice. 4:15 left in the second period. Berg now on the ice with Waldrop and Carlson, and they're going to call another penalty on Team Alaska. No idea what that call is going to be. It's going to be on Berg. Green comes up and gets the puck. What are they going to call on Berg here? They're going to call another cross-check. Some of the weakest cross-check that I've ever seen. This is the 6th penalty now on Team Alaska as we go back on the penalty kill with 3:54 left in the second period. Team Alaska back on the penalty kill here. We got Hughes, Boswood, Damrell, and Bram out on the ice. Shot, save, kicked, saved again by Anderson. Another save by Anderson. Team Alaska gets it out of the zone. That's going to be an icing call. Bring it back down into the Team Alaska zone with 3:49 left in the second period. Hughes set to take the face-off. Colorado wins it back. And they get the power play set up. Saved by Anderson there on a wide-angle shot. Another shot deflected by Anderson behind. And the net comes off. 1:32 left in the penalty kill. 3:31 left in the second period. Got Boswood now, set to take the draw. Gets one back by Colorado. Boswood, good job putting some pressure on there. Shot saved by Anderson. Bram sends it back behind and around the boards. Damrell now in the corner. That puck's centered, shot, saved. Another save by Anderson. 57 seconds left. That puck's deflected into the corner. Good stick by Damrell there, deflected in the corner. Damrell tries to get it out of the zone, held up by the Colorado defenseman. 42 seconds left in the penalty kill for Team Alaska. Puck is deflected high, doesn't, and yes it does go over the boards, and we'll get a line change here. 36 seconds left in the penalty kill, 2:35 left in the second period. Team Alaska is up 2-0. Got Sims, Greenow, Chase, and Scott out there. Colorado wins it. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. Good stick by Scott. He ties it up in the corner, sends it around the boards. It's going to get out of the zone. Sims now, along with Greenow. Colorado trying to get it out. Sims with some good pressure, knocks the puck away. Greenow now goes up. And here's Greenow. He's going to control the puck. There's 5 seconds left in the penalty kill. And Team Alaska has killed off their 6th penalty of the game as Berg comes out onto the ice. That puck's centered. Nobody home. Good job by Chase. Knocks that puck away. Flips it up and out. Here comes Greenow now going after it against one of the Colorado defensemen. Waldrop. Greenow with a shot saved by the goalie. Carlson back to Waldrop. Carlson's got it over to Greenow. Back to Carlson. Up to Scott at the point. Scott tried to get a shot off there. Didn't get the good part of his stick, and here comes Colorado the other way through the neutral zone. Up and into the TA zone. Scott, good job knocking that man off the puck. Green on the ice now on defense. And here comes Waldrop. He's got McGlasson, deflected by Colorado. Carlson now takes it into the zone. Carlson still with it. Gets a shot off. Puck is loose and finally covered up by the Colorado goalie with 46 seconds left in the second period. Still 2-0 TA. So Chase, Hughes, McGlasson, Damerl, and Green on the ice now for Team Alaska. Colorado wins it, sends it around the boards, and they get it out of the zone. Here's Green. Good job getting in front of that shot. Deflected over into the side. McGlasson up to Damerl. Damerl off the boards to Chase. Chase has got Hughes with him. Chase, nice try there. As the Colorado defenseman flies into the net, knocks it off. And we've got 17.8 seconds left in the second period. Carlson, Berg, and Waldrop come out on the ice. Damerl and Green stay out there back on D. Carlson wins it over to Berg, back to Damerl. Damerl whiffed on a shot there. Colorado coming the other way. 10 seconds left in the second period. And that'll be an icing call. Brings it back into the Colorado zone with 7 seconds left. Carlson wins it again. Berg back to Scott. Scott tried to get it deep, but it was deflected down by the Colorado. And that'll do it for the second period as Team Alaska kills off 4 different penalties and still leads 2-0. Here we go, start of the third period. Team Alaska's up 2-0. Atchison still serving out the final minutes of his misconduct. Don't know why he got that. But he's still on the bench, in the penalty box. As Bram sends the puck behind the boards up to Scott. Scott up to Waldrop. Waldrop leaves it for Carlson. Carlson to Berg, and here they go with some room. Here's Berg. Berg still with it. Fires a shot off the post. Berg still battling on the corner along with Carlson. Penalty coming up again. And we're going to have the first Colorado penalty, looks like. So a roughing call coming on Colorado. 28 seconds into the third period will give Team Alaska their first power play of the game. We've got Carlson, Boswood, Berg, McGlasson, and Scott out there. Colorado gets it out of the zone. Icing's waved off. Anderson comes out to play it. Leaves it for Scott. Scott fires it over to Carlson. And he's going to skate into the zone. Drop it back to Scott. Scott over to McGlasson. Back over to Scott. Carlson now with it on the far side. Dumps it down to Berg. Berg looking at McGlasson. McGlasson, great pass by Berg, great shot. Good save by the goalie there. And that pass is deflected out of the zone. 1:20 left in the power play for Team Alaska as McGlasson skates with some room. McGlasson still with it. He's going to take it back and get set up here. McGlasson's pass is deflected, and they get it out again. Anderson again is going to deflect it over to Scott. Chase comes onto the ice now for Team Alaska, along with Waldrop. Here's Chase, far side. Chase still with it. Down to Waldrop. Back to Chase. Chase shot deflected wide. McGlasson goes back to keep it in, knocks it off the boards. Back to Waldrop. Waldrop up to Chase, over to Damrell. Down to Waldrop. Chase. Shots deflected wide. 20 seconds left in the power play for Team Alaska. Chase has that on the far side, drops it down to Waldrop. 10 seconds left in the power play. Chase still got over to McGlasson. They couldn't quite connect. He was there, and Colorado's back to full strength. There's a shot that goes wide. It's going to ring around the boards. Damrell's there to keep it in. Here's Boswood. He centers it, but nobody's home. McGlasson comes off the ice. Bram comes on. 12:15 left in the third period. And that's going to be icing on Colorado. We'll bring it back down in the Colorado Thunderbird zone. TA is up 2-0. Hughes, Greenhouse, Sims, Damrell, and Bram out there. Colorado wins it. They send it across the boards and over. Sims keeps it in. Bounce back up and out. Damrell lays out. Good job by Damrell to keep it in. Bram has the puck. He sends it along the far side boards up to Greenough. Greenough deflects it to Hughes. Hughes still with it. Gets it out of the zone. And here's Bram again. Bram back to Hughes. Over to Damrell. Damrell sends it wide, trying to hit Sims. It was deflected by Colorado, but couldn't gather it. Sims still with it. Sims getting tied up. There's a shot that's saved by the goalie. Hughes with a good opportunity there. Goalie was in good position. Colorado skates through the neutral zone. And they get a line change. Damrell with it. Damrell's got space. He's going to skate in Colorado's zone. Damrell still with it. Just lost the puck there. He was getting ready to shoot. Anderson leaves it for Green. Waldrop gets it up to Greenow. Greenow carries it into the Colorado zone. He tried to leave it back for Waldrop. That pass was just a little bit behind him. Green, good job tying up the Colorado forward. Puck stays in the zone, and they're going to stop play and have a face-off in the Colorado zone with 10:26 left in the third period, 2-0 TA. Carlson, Waldrop, and Green out there again with Bird and Scott. Colorado gets it up, deflected off of the Colorado forward skates. Scott's back there in the far corner to grab it, sends it around the boards to Waldrop. Waldrop sends it up. Carlson giving chase. Carlson almost comes out with it, collides with the goalie there. Here's Berg, centers it. Pass just a little bit behind. There's going to be another penalty coming on Colorado. Delayed penalty coming up on Colorado. Stretch pass up to Waldrop. Waldrop's got Carlson on the other side. Waldrop with a shot, saved by the goalie. And TA will go on its second power play of the game. Colorado didn't like the fact that Carlson collided with the goalie. And they'll get a reffing call here. 9:47 left in the third period. Cross check. So 9:47 left in the third period. Team Alaska goes on their second power play of the game. They're up 2-0. You've got Chase, Sims, and Waldrop on the ice with Hughes and Damrell. Chase wins it to Waldrop. Waldrop back to Hughes. Hughes lost control of the puck, and Colorado's able to get it out of the zone. Damrell deflects it up to Hughes. He carries it in over to Waldrop. Waldrop, good job getting the play set up back to Chase. Back to Chase, up to Damrell. Damrell's got room. Back over to Hughes. Hughes fires a shot. It's deflected. Another shot. And that's a power play goal for Chase. Right place, right time on the rebound, and he buries it. So, power play goal coming at 9:19. TA makes it 3-0 here in the third. Carlson, Greenow. Carlson up to Berg. Here comes Berg across the center ice into the Colorado zone. Berg still with it. He's got Greenow and Carlson there. Gets knocked off the puck, and Colorado comes the other way. Turned it over right away to Green. Green lost control of the puck. Here's Braham back on D. Ties up the Colorado forward. Carlson comes out with it, sends it back behind Anderson. Berg now with it. And Braham gets it out of the zone, flips it up high. Carlson's there to meet him. Greenow now, he's got Berg with him. Back to Berg. Back to Greenow, but it was deflected off the Colorado player's skates. Good give and go there, couldn't quite connect. It's tied up now with 8:18 left in the third period. Sims now gets a stick on that one as Colorado dumps it into the zone and gets a line change. Green now back behind Anderson, grabs the puck, sends it off the boards to Boswood. Boswood tried to leave it for Hughes, didn't quite have enough on it. Green now back in the corner, that puck's centered. Scott deflects it wide, up to Sims. Sims up to Hughes. Hughes fires it across to Boswood. Boswood gets knocked off the puck. Here's Hughes. Hughes still with it. Battling a Colorado defenseman who takes the puck away. Boswood back to Scott. Scott over to Atchison. Atchison fires a shot wide. They're centered. Oh, just wide. Hughes had an open net. Just missed it wide. Sims now with it. Sims getting tied up. Another penalty coming on Colorado as they're obviously trying to even the penalties here. They're going to call a hold on Colorado, coming with 7:16 as Team Alaska will go on its third power play of the game. Carlson, Bird, Boswood, McGlasson, and Scott out there for the power play. Carlson wins it back to Bird, who sends it back to McGlasson. McGlasson over to Scott. Scott sends it over to McGlasson. McGlasson's got space. He fires it over to Carlson. Carlson with a shot, and that's the second power play of the goal of the game. McGlasson over to Carlson, who buries it, and at 7:01, Team Alaska makes it 4-0. Chase, Greenow, McGlasson on the ice now for Team Alaska, along with Green and Bram. Turnover by Colorado. Goes right to Chase. Chase with a good shot on net, saved by the Colorado goalie. Colorado wins it again. Sends it around the boards. Green's back there to grab it. Sends it up to McGlasson. McGlasson knocked off the puck. Good job by Chase. Takes that puck away. Chase sends it back to Bram. Bram fires a shot, quickly deflected by Greenow on net. Green with another shot, gets deflected by the forward. Colorado gets it out of the zone. There they come the other way. Good job by Chase. Anderson up to Chase. TA gets a line change. Chase is going to fire that one high. Wraps around the boards. And they get it out of the zone. That shot saved by Anderson, deflected in the corner. Here's Bram. Sends it off the glass, gets it out. Green back now to retrieve that puck. Sends it up to Sims. Sims with a quick tap to Hughes. Hughes now over to Greenow. Greenow and Hughes, 2-on-2. Tied up, no shot there. Colorado gets it out of the zone. Dammer goes back, grabs it, sends it over to Atchison. Up to Sims. Sims gets it into the zone. 5:30 left in the third period. Colorado comes the other way. Good stick by Atchison there. Puck spurts out to the top. Here's Damrell now and Boswood. Colorado sends it back deep. They're going to call offsides at 5:10 here in the third period. Team Alaska's up 4-0. Hughes, Sims, and Boswood. Hughes fires it deep. 5 minutes left in the game. Boswood putting some pressure on. Colorado sends it up the boards. Atchison's there to keep it in. Fires it back behind. Carlson now back on the ice. Carlson controls the puck. Waits for his lineman to get on the ice. Knocked off the puck by Colorado. Berg now comes up with it. Berg fires a shot, and that's the 5th goal for Team Alaska. Great job by Berg. Takes that puck away behind the Colorado net, wraps it around, scores a goal, makes it 5-0. 4:31 left in the game. Carlson and Green back there. Carlson comes out with the puck, sends it up to Waldrop. Waldrop still with it. Up to Berg. Berg skates it into the zone. Berg waiting for Carlson. Shot deflected by the goalie. Good save there. On the far side boards, Waldrop comes out with it. And now Colorado with 4 minutes left in the game. Berg knocks his man up the puck. Scott sends it back deep. Scott keeps it in. Over to Waldrop. Waldrop with room. He fires a shot. Saved by the goalie. 3:45 left in the third period. Carlson now with it. Carlson wraps it around. And that is the 6th goal, coming with 3:35 left in the third period. And we've got a running clock now with TA up 6-0. Good save by Anderson there on the shot by Colorado. Running clock here in the third period with Team Alaska up 6-0. McGlasson with the puck, sends it over to Chase. Chase carries it in. Chase getting harassed by one of the Colorado defenders. He'll send it back down to McGlasson. Green on the far side. Boswick trying to get it out, can't quite clear it. And Hughes finally does. 40 seconds left. Here's Hughes. Good job keeping it on sides. Hughes fires a shot. Saved by the goalie. Running clock. That might do it here, as we've got 30 seconds left in the game. Ten seconds left in the game. And looks like they're just going to wait it out and not even drop the puck. So TA will win the first game here down in Arizona, 6-0 against the Colorado Thunderbirds. We'll see you tonight at 5:45 Phoenix time, 3:45 Alaska time for all those watching.